Hello everybody, hello YouTube, welcome. Today my daughter's Jeep, my baby girl, comes in with a problem overheating in the 3.7 liter Jeep Liberty. Hey everybody, it's me again, Russ, and my daughter's Jeep in the shop. So I bring it into the shop on my lunch break and the tank is cracked and nasty and old, all right? Especially the bottom where the hose connects to the bottom of the reservoir was leaking. It looked like it could have been the hose, but upon further inspection,
here's the old one. It was leaking right out of this area. I mean, this vehicle got 200,000 miles on it, so yeah, it had some seepage on the seam here. And
I wanted to help folks with diagnosing the problem, which is a lot of times you have an overheating issue. That reservoir tank, you know, they go bad after a while. Seepage and of course where the hose was clamped on being all broken, that needed to be replaced.
when I went to take this off, it just broke right off. So yeah, the plastic was fatigued, to say the least. So here we are. So replacing the reservoir, coolant reservoir, I wanted to give you some tips. These are really helpful. So I have one of these on here. So when I disconnected that hose, all the coolant didn't flow out onto the ground.
Here's a few tools that may help you on this job, all right? Tools that we use around the shop. I'm going to recommend that you change the coolant, especially if you haven't for a while.
And, you know, of course, one on there. This whole piece is going to be replaced, but odds are it's not going to pour out the top of the radiator. And then we're going to put coolant in it.
How do you drain the coolant? All right, here's how you do that. Here's some tools, and I'll put a link in the description to these tools because these are things I didn't know existed before I started working in a shop.
This device here for removing these springy hose clamps. Just sweet. Just leave it on there. And when you got it back in place, that's right. Needed two hands to release it, but boom, easily comes off. Sweet.
Life-changing.
This thing is awesome too. So these are another thing that before I became a professional mechanic, as a DIY guy, I didn't know these existed. So link in the description if you want to get your hands on some of these. They were cheap, like 15, 20 bucks, something like that, can't remember. All right, it's all been run together now. 10 mil. This next thing's a lot faster, by the way. This kit here is for filling with fluid. And this was about 15 bucks on Amazon, 20 bucks, again, something like that. And we're gonna top it off and let it run and burp the system.
And yes, you can use universal fluid to fill. I didn't get a chance to film this part because I'm at work. I only can do this during like break times or lunchtime, so time is pressed. So bear with me here. Basically, this is how you do it, though. You pour your coolant in. It's going to need a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half is what it's going to take, maybe more. You just keep pouring coolant in it until it stops gurgling. So it's going to sit there, right, and gurgle for a while. You're going to see bubbles come up, and there's a little bleeder screw. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But you can use the orange, I guess, you know, Chrysler has their own coolant. This is a 2002, so it's okay to use universal coolant. If you don't want to spend the extra money, I don't think you need to. It's not necessary. So here you go.
All right, so we're going to put the heater on full blast. And when it starts blowing heat, you know you got your water in your heater core. Or heater in your water core. Yes. So 8mm Allen head. Put up and get some bubbles. So whatever these bubbles. Some coolant's gonna come out, and hopefully we'll see bubbles. How did this come? I just did it. So wait for more bubbles. We're gonna loosen it up. Get some bubbles. Over there. Down. Belts get noisy when they get wet. This one's probably drying out by now. No,
When it's cold and as it warms up, that's what's going on. So, bleeding it, waiting for air bubbles, starting when it's cold, just kind of warming it up, and then keep doing that until you start to feel heat, like a good amount of heat coming out of here. When you got a good amount of heat coming out, then you got coolant running all through your system. That's how you do it.
That's a great thing about this, is you just stuff that in there, creates a seal, pull it off. Boom.
Like and subscribe. I know, but seriously, that little thing, you know, you didn't pay for this information. It would be super helpful. And if you don't want to, don't. But I'm just saying, it would help us out a lot, man. Thanks for watching. This stuff too, here, if you want to click on that stuff, there's some more car stuff to learn. Click on the bell icon, like why the heck not? I don't know.